Okay, okay.
We're going to Universal Studios.
Alright. Alright. Okay, thank you.
But they keep the most of the part.
Oh, okay.
That one goes to Venice Beach.
To where?
Venice Beach.
Oh,
Yeah, Venice is the same station from Pong.
oh, okay. Union Station.
But it is not so different. Yeah, Uber over there in Canada.
But without any people and then have
Let's see if we can do it.
Look at those palm trees. Damn!
Can I have two more?
Stop for a quick photo, guys.
Look, we have Starbucks. We're at Universal Studios. And we're looking for food because everyone's hungry. And yeah.
Here, picture. Okay, we are at the what?
I want to go to the
Philip,
track.
what do you want to say?
I want to go on a ride in a boat.
Oh, that's nice.
It's fun when you go. Auntie, look at that castle over there.
You see that castle, guys? That's Harry Potter World, and that's the only place I want to
That's
go.
Hogwarts.
No, that's Diagon Alley.
Diagon Alley.
Yeah.
Auntie, but first we're going to. Auntie!
What?
I found something.
What?
You might want to go on it.
What? Oh my god. You're not funny.
No way.
That was scary.
Too high, eh?
It wasn't. We were on the ground the whole time.
I know, but still.
It felt like we were not.
But still.
It felt like we were not. Oh!
Do not.
Sigaw, sigaw siya. Yoo-hoo!
Woohoo!
Philip, yoo-hoo!
Lagay mo yung headband mo, yung head, ano, yung...
Good.
I don't want you to get sick.
Let's do this!
Oh my God, my sister. After.
What?
Hold your sister.
I thought we're on the right. The bike is
You want a beer now, Isabel? Where are the rides here?
So, sasakay tayo ni.
Beware! The forest in the grounds is forbidden to all students.
Here.
No, ate, it's better to buy the one that is like the other one, the other one.
Reopen. Do it. What the hell? Here. Thank you.
Okay, Dad. I'm sorry. Dad.
Yeah.
Costs more than you'll ever make in your life. Get out of here. Tear off your head and spin it.
Where are we going? Is this a ride or what? It looks like a ride again.
Wait.
See this door? If you're dropping your phone, well,
Not sit on the steps.
We are going to set the dinosaur free!
Yay!
Who wants to set the dinosaur free? How about you guys? Are you ready? You ready? You sure? Yes? Okay. Ventex, disengage on my mark in 3, 2, 1, mark. See, ladies and gentlemen, nothing to worry about. Our velociraptors are extremely well. Tango. I forgot to mention, she'll probably attack you if you are wearing the color red. It's true, red is the same color as blood and raw meat, two of her favorite things. Tango? She's after what's left of your cheeses. Secure all snacks, ladies and gentlemen. Fat girl. Good Tango.
flash photography. If you do intend to take photos during the ride, remember there is a good chance that you and your camera will get wet. Thank you for joining us and for paying attention to all our safety requirements. Now, get ready to embark on this.
For your own safety while on the ride, sit upright and face forward at all times while holding on to the lap bar. So you
wanna cover your head?
We're in the
For your own
roller
safety.
Okay, recording.
Hello.
I'll cover you.
Oh my God.
The ever-flowing river. Come with us now to a time before man, when the river flowed through a newborn world, and giants walked the earth. Welcome to Jurassic Park. The ultrasaurs in this room are the largest creatures ever to live on the Earth. Despite their awesome size, these gentle giants pose no threat to us.
Baka malaglag mo yan, ha?
Here we go.
Ahead in Stegosaurus Springs, our journey continues. Heavy armor plating protects these great beasts from savage predators and food.
Mas mababasa sa akin. Oh my God! A rainbow! A rainbow! Nice! I'm like the only one that doesn't want to get wet.
Strictly controlled organic diet, ensuring healthy growth and balance of our ecosystem. Vicious carnivores and panhandle are left. Here in Haversaw, we find the charming duck-billed Haversaw Islands. These are all
Saan yung may jaw? Iba yun. Dinosaur.
We are going to
2, 1.
Ah, here we go. It's gonna get wet for sure.
Oh, look at that.
Gonna get wet. Oh my.
That's fun. Oh, I got wet. See
Please join us again soon on the Universal Studios.
So, how is it, guys? How is it? Hey, how is it?
Ate, let's go to the resort. Saan yun? I don't know. Look at the water.
That's the water stopping us?
Now then, this is Decepticon Defensive Tactical Training. I am Weapons Combat Specialist Ironhide. And our objective today.
How else is anyone gonna make friends?
Okay, we got contact. Multiple energy on detector trigger.
What did I tell you, General? The ambush was just a diversion!
Security teams, bring them up.
He's wearing she's already inside. D's! Give me an update on that reserve. Boss ready.
Set should be focused to secure the all-spot. Initiate red alert incursion protocol. Bravo, Alpha, go!
Watch TV. No, stop. Watch TV. That's my daughter.
Hey! What's your name? Hey! What's your name?
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Nang matanda.
Sí, era más
Balon. That's the one that mommy wanted. Philip, stop it.
Right-hand side there, and all available seats. We want to make sure we get as many people on the tour as possible.
Saan tayo, harap o gitna?
All aboard! All aboard!
All aboard! All aboard! At the back! At the back! At the back!
I want to go to the back!
At the back na!
Tour. We do ask, though, if you're traveling with any small children whose feet don't quite touch the tram floor, to please set them more towards the center of the rows, away from the outside gates for safety reasons. Other than that, all the seats are good. So let me introduce myself. Hi there, my name is Owen. I'll be your guide for today as we lift the veil of secrecy on some of Hollywood's hottest filming locations. Now, before we take off, you do have to make sure that everyone has a pair of those trendy, stylish 3D glasses. If anyone does not have a pair of 3D glasses, now's a good time to raise your hand high so we can get you a pair before we take off. Cool. So far, so good. If any of you are wearing your 3D glasses right now, I'm sure you look fabulous, but you do not need to wear them at the moment.
Universal City.
Hello.
Alright.
Hello, bro.
Last of the tram gates are coming down now. It's a good sign we're about to get underway. So everyone turn to your left and wave goodbye to those people waiting for the next tour. Bye.
And the greatest driver.
Ryan.
They're the best. I love them. Even though
Owen.
owes me $5.
Umaandar.
I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Take a look above you. You'll see a cord that runs right down the center of the tram. That is our emergency cord. If you have an emergency of any kind, if anything falls off the side of the tram, or if you have any problems with the audio or visual portion of the tour, just give that cord a pull and I'll address the situation immediately. The most important thing I can tell you guys regarding your safety is that whenever this tram is in motion, please remain seated, keeping your arms, legs, and selfie sticks inside the vehicle at all times. I do have to let you know there is no smoking allowed in the tram, and the tour does feature several loud noises, sudden movements, fire, and water effects, so be prepared for all of that. As we take you now inside the heart of a real working motion picture and television studio, where we film some of the classics, like this little jet we're heading to right now. You can see how real production is represented on either side of us in the form of our movie poster timeline. You might start seeing some of your favorite Universal movies. I always bought my personal favorite, and I can prove it to you because it's written right here on my name tag. See, it says Animal House. Got any fans of Animal House here? Show my hands. You saw Animal House? How young are you? 7? Wow. Cool, Dad.
It's filmed on stage 12. It happens to be the largest soundstage on the Universal lot. Take a look.
That's right, The Voice does film inside of soundstage 12 directly in front of us. We're all going to get a great view on the left as you're around the corner. And stage 12 is played host to some other classic movie moments.
The Voice. The Voice left side.
All of these scenes for all of these productions filmed right there on the left-hand side of stage 12, and this is what it looks like inside before we do anything to it. Nice, big, and empty. A lot of hard work that goes into building those amazing sets inside of our stages, which are 98% soundproof. Comes in handy because once those cameras start to roll, you have to be real quiet on the sets. You don't want to interrupt the take. The director kind of gets mad. Don't ask me how I know that, though. There's no story behind that. None whatsoever. Anyway, we're going to pass by some more stages here on the left side. They were where they filmed season 2 of the USA original series Colony, starring Josh Holloway and Sarah Wayne Callies. They made a great use of their space. They had 3 sets apiece inside each of the stages, making for 6 sets total. Now, a little further down the road, stages 22 and 23, that's where they filmed the NBC comedy series Superstores. A mile or so down the road we're about to turn onto. So they intercut between the 2 locations, making you think it's all happening in the same place at the same time. The magic of editing right there. And as we make this next turn, we're going to pass by yet another very large soundstage, also on the left-hand side of us. That is soundstage number 27. That's where they recently did filming for a top-secret production. That would be the end of the sentence normally, but they've since declassified the production. So I can tell you now, The Fate of the Furious, with Vin Diesel, Charlize Theron, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson film scenes there. Looking forward to when it releases, April 14th. Stage 27 is also very historic to us. That's the stage where they tested the mechanical shark for the movie Jaws. There's an underwater pit inside the stage a production can use if they need to. Which is also made up of NBC, CNBC, MSNBC, NBC Sports, the Sci-Fi Channel, USA, Bravo, Telemundo, Universal HD, NBC.com, E! The Golf Channel, the Weather Channel, the Oxygen Network, and yes, I still have Oxygen left after that really long list. I've got it down after years of practice. Nothing? Man. No, the moment's passed. The moment's passed. You know what? I'll rewrite in my brain a stunned silence. I Stunned everybody. There we go. That works. I can live with that. We got some stars here on the right. We got some minions pointing the way to the offices of their bosses over at Illumination Entertainment, the animation company responsible for those Despicable Me and Minions movies, as well as their more recent release, Sing, featuring some amazing vocal talents like Seth MacFarlane. He gets to show off his beautiful singing voice in that movie. He also lends his voice to another character a little further down the road here on the left. You'll see my buddy Ted, star of Ted and Ted 2, hopefully Ted 3, fingers crossed, but cheers, buddy. Now, Ted is hanging out outside these beige bungalows, which once upon a time acted as the dressing rooms for the stars in the early days of contract players. Actors and actresses would be under contract to the studio for multiple picture deals, and they'd have an entire bungalow all to themselves. But these days, they act as our production offices. This is where all of our writers, directors, casting people, and producers work to take a tiny idea and flesh it out to a full-fledged film or television production. Even today, though, if you look outside these bungalows, take a close look at the parking spaces, you'll see them reserved for some very big, very influential people in our industry. For instance, as we turn onto James Stewart Avenue here on the left, you'll see outside this bungalow the name of an Academy Award-winning director, Robert Zemeckis. He, of course, gave us the Back to the Future movies here at Universal. He won his Oscar for directing Forrest Gump, and he gave me one of my favorite childhood movies, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, with Bob Hoskins. Love that movie. Keep your eyes peeled as well for Bungalow 5195. Bungalow 5195 has a very famous profile painted outside of it. Now, the profile and the bungalow itself once belonged to the incomparable master of terror and suspense, Mr. Alfred Hitchcock, the director of Psycho, Rear Window, The Birds, Vertigo, amongst many other classic thrillers. We also have two brand new high-tech, state-of-the-art sound stages to point out here on the left. The first production to film inside those stages was Hairspray Live with Martin Short, Kristen Chenoweth, Jennifer Hudson, and an all-star cast. Lately, though, they've been working on a new upcoming reality dance competition series called World of Dance, which is executive produced by none other than Jennifer Lopez. She knows a thing or two about dancing. She's got moves. She's talented. But guys, just like that, we're going to cross over from the front lot into the back lot, where the world is just around the corner. This is where we shoot the big stuff, exterior scenes on a very large scale. And first up, we're going to show you as much as we can of our brand new Metro sets, which I say are brand new. That's because they were reconstructed after an unfortunate fire we had back in 2008, but they came out looking bigger and better than ever. Got some amazing stuff filmed here lately. Get to tell you all about it today. But make sure you have your cameras out and ready, folks. You're coming up on something very big. You're not going to want to miss this. Make sure you can take photos, take videos, and all that. Because, I mean, really, right here on the left, this big wall.
Big wall.
Am I right? Snap away. Go for it.
What is that? What is that?
No, really. We could use this area for filming. We cover the backside of this wall with corrugated sheet metal. We can make it look like a dockland, warehouse district, just about anything else our filmmakers can dream up. More often than not, though, it will be used as base camp. This is where all the vehicles will park, the trailers for the stars, the catering will be set up out here, so it's all behind the scenes, out of view of the camera.
I'm just going to take
that
a
way
picture.
The illusion is not broken. To match the rest of the styling of the London Square set is right across from on the right-hand side. You'll also see that they've been setting up something very big here. Very, very big here. If you look down these side streets here on the right, you will see that they are setting up the obstacle course for none other than American Ninja Warrior. They're coming back. They were here last season. They're coming back for more. I've always loved seeing these competitors compete. They're nearly superhuman with their strength. It's unbelievable. And speaking of superheroes, New York Street, where they're setting up the course, that's where they had other superheroes. Like Captain America, the first Avenger, with Chris Evans and Hugo Weaving. They filmed part of a really cool car chase scene right here. It's also where they had the amazing Spider-Man film with Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. That's where you're looking for Spider-Man in handcuffs. He's captured by the New York Police Department. They somehow managed to get a hold of him. It's also where you can see other great episodes of television shows like NCIS with Mark Harmon, Castle with Nathan Fillion, some really hilarious sketch comedy from Key and Peele. You can also look out for it in upcoming episodes of Angie Tribeca with Rashida Jones on TBS. But probably the coolest thing I can tell you about these brand new sets you're looking at is that they came back to us thanks in no small part to none other than Mr. Steven Spielberg himself. He oversaw the entire creative design of these brand new sets, and I gotta say bravo, came out looking great. But what else to expect from the man who's given this studio some of its biggest hits? I'm talking movies like Jaws, E.T., Jurassic Park, just to name a few. He's also a two-time Academy Award-winning director, and he actually collaborated with a fellow Academy Award-winning director for his movie The Adventures of Tintin. For that movie, he worked with this man, Mr. Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up in adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
Hey guys, look, a creepy dark tunnel. Let's check it out, right? That's how scary movies start. Now guys, it is going to be a bit of a bumpy ride through Skull Island, so I suggest holding on to your belongings, holding on to your loved ones, and as Samuel L. Jackson once famously said, hold on to your butts as you make your way back now to Skull Island.
The island.
Oh, like a mommy.
Movies lived here for hundreds of years. Perceptual.
Technologies in filmmaking today. The film was designed by Peter Jackson and the team at Weta Digital. And the filmmakers at Weta have won 5 Academy Awards and worked on films like King Kong, The Lord of the Rings trilogy, Avatar, and
How was it? How was your King
Now
Kong?
hold on to those 3D glasses. You might need them a little later on. I'll let you know if and
Yeah,
when
but it was not that scary.
We
might need them again.
Now, I could be wrong about this, but it could be one of the first times any kind of vehicles ever touched down on Skull Island. It's a very primitive, very lost world. But let's just say we want to have a car chase through the jungles of Skull Island. That's no problem for us. We have our very own transportation department, chock full of all different types of picture cars throughout the years. Let's take a look at some of those famous cars right now on our monitors. And the stars who have driven them. They're so iconic and recognizable. I recognize the first 2 cars on display from my childhood. You guys remember the 80s?
No.
Good years, good times. I saw these guys on TV all the time. First car's even got a name. His name is Kit. He's from a show called Knight Rider. You might remember that one. This is the most recent version of Kit from the most recent version of the show. Nice little upgrade for an old friend. And next to Kit, you'll see one of the Ferraris from Magnum P.I. Great show with Tom Selleck. We also have some Back to the Future vehicles on Furious racing cars here. Wow. And on the far end, we have 2 vehicles from Jurassic World, that dusty old Jeep and the gyrosphere. If you're wondering where the glass is on the gyrosphere, there never was any. The glass was entirely computer generated and added afterwards in post-production. Glass is reflective and tricky to film with. You don't want to see the camera or anything behind the scenes reflected in the glass, so they just did it with computers. Yeah, it's amazing what they can do. But we're going to head off next to a nice little jungle island off the coast of Costa Rica. This guy's going to introduce it for us, though.
To Jurassic Park.
He just does it so much better than me, you know? I figured just give him the floor. We are going to pass through the main gate for engine and pass by some of the set decorations and picture vehicles from the Jurassic Park series. As we pass through the main gate here on the right side, you'll see one of the boats used in Jurassic Park 3 with Sam Neill and Taya Leone go sailing down the river.
Say something, Philip.
Across the way on the left, you'll see the mobile lab from the Lost World's Jurassic Park and that exciting scene where the T-Rex knocks it off a cliff. Now, we don't have to worry about too many dinosaur attacks, but I can still enhance the mood through the music of John Williams. There we go. The music really brings everything to life. It really creates that environment, that atmosphere, pulls you into the world that we're creating on screen, further immersing you in the story, and oh, okay.
Did you watch Jurassic Park?
Looks like some of those dinosaurs survived after all, but don't worry. Don't worry, we have plenty of interns.
Oh, too big. What's that? Water.
Dinosaurs have blood too, you know. It did take a lot of visual effects and special effects to bring those dinosaurs back to life. On top of all of that, we make great use of weather effects in the Jurassic Park series. But for anything weather-related, I always toss it over to the expert, America's favorite weatherman from the Today Show, Mr. Al Roker.
Hi everybody, here's today's forecast for the Universal Background. It's going to be sunny and dry in 6 Points, Texas. Cool and mild in Europe.
They don't have to go out.
Okay, looks like we've got a flash flood warning in effect here in old Mexico. I don't know about that. I think the rain kind of came and went. It wasn't even much rain, honestly. It was a nice little mist. I felt it was a mist. It's done now. I don't see it happen. I mean, you need a really big downpour to have a flash flood happen. It's got to build up and accumulate, and then it comes tumbling down, wrecking havoc. Okay, that's not really. We have overhead sprinkler systems spraying water. But I think you guys get the gist of how it's created. So guys, you can turn off the rain now. It's okay. Fellas, it's cool. Turn off the rain now. Oh, this is what you meant by that flash flood. Yep. Hold on. That's the result of thousands of gallons of water being pumped down the hill, recycled all the way back up to the top, and it looked great.
We did recycle them.
Inez, Amanda Bynes, and Paul Giamatti.
Worth it. I love it. Look.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right there.
All washed up right there. You can also see our old Mexico sets on episodes of Criminal Minds, Beyond Borders with Gary Sinise, as well as episodes of one of my new favorite shows, Westworld, with Ed Harris and Sir Anthony Hopkins. It does stand to reason that our old Mexico sets would border our Western sets. As we come around the corner here on the left, you'll start to see 6 Points, Texas. So called because it started off as 6 interconnecting Western street sets. And back in the early days of silent film, that meant you could film 6 different Westerns at the same time. You never had to worry about sound carrying over onto another's production. Now, Westerns have kind of come and gone. They're not as popular as they once were, but doesn't mean the area still doesn't get used. It was used to great effect in big productions like Saving Mr. Banks with Tom Hanks and Emma Thompson, where it doubled as turn of the century Australia. It was also seen much more recently in a movie by Ben Affleck called Live by Night, a Prohibition-era thriller. And when I say movie by Ben Affleck, I really mean that. He's the star of the movie. He wrote the script, he produced the movie, and he directed. Wow. He wore all of those hats for that production. And on top of all of that, he's Batman.
Wow.
He can do it all, apparently. Are we sure he's not Superman? Oh wait, he already played Superman in a movie called Hollywoodland, where he played George Reeves. You have to wear the Superman suit for that. Renaissance man, I tell you. He can do it all. But we are going to go from the Old West now, across the pond, if you will, towards our next area being the Little Europe sets. Now this next area can double as any European city or country that we want it to be. It all comes down to how we decorate the area. But today you get the chance to see it decorated as a place I'm pretty sure none of you have ever been before, but if you have been, I want to hear about it at the end of the tour. I'd be fascinated if you could tell me more, because we're going to take you to the afterlife, as it is seen on our NBC comedy series, The Good Place, with Ted Danson and Kristen Bell. It's getting ready to come back for season 2. And as you drive through, guys, take a good look around to see just how good of a place it really is. I think there's a store, a shop down here on the left. As you head up here, look down there, you'll see a shop I think we can all get behind. It's a shop called All Chocolate Everything. Yeah. Ladies, there's a clothing store here on the right called Everything Fits. Down the way, we have All the Books. I'm a big fan of that one. I like that one a lot. And there's no shortage of yogurt. We have 9 yogurt shops here. They're mainly focused here on the left as you head up the hill. You'll see the Suggestion of Yogurt, Yogurt Acres, GPBY, which is Good Places Best Yogurt, and Yogurt. Show up on the top of the hill here on the left side. You'll see a coffee shop called Celestial Perk. Very nice. Now, if it's one thing our little Europe sets are known for, is its monster movie history. All the big name monsters got their start right here on these sets, like Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolf Man, the Invisible Man, who's right there on the left. You looked? He was invisible. That was an easy one, guys. Come on. Sorry, I'm partial to that one. But something that you can see, I promise you can see as we move forward, you're going to start to see the set for the show Home and Family. It's a show that airs on the Hallmark Channel, hosted by Mark Steinis and Debbie Matenopoulos. Nice little cross between a morning talk show and a do-it-yourself home improvement style show. We have some great guests come on. They talk inside the house as well as doing a live audience segment in the backyard. And if you ever want to be part of that audience, they were kind enough to leave their email address to send in and submit a request to be an audience member. It's on the trailers here on the left, but I'll read it out to you as well. The email address is hnfaudience@gmail.com. You can actually be on the set right over there.
Yeah, hear about the human remains. That's it, right over there.
That filmed right here inside of stage 50. It's a very unique stage because this is a 2-level sound stage. There's another set right above us, a Metropolitan street level set. It's connected by the staircases you'll see on either side of us here, which affords a production an interesting opportunity to set up for what's called a tracking shot. That's one fluid, continuous camera movement with no cuts, no edits, no camera angle changes. So they can transition from one set to the other with no cuts, which makes it...
It's a sound system.
Okay, plan B. Hold on to something, hold on to it inside. I'm going to try and drag this out. Hold on. Whoa. There goes the ceiling back there. Oh. And here comes the gas truck. Look out back there.
Oh, sunog. Fire. Oh my god, even the smell. Liquid gas. Even the smell.
Uh-oh, we got a train coming on the opposite track, guys. Hit the brakes, you gotta stop here to crash. Stop, hit the brakes. Oh! That was close.
Nice.
The good news, the earthquake is stopped. Ooh, bad news.
Oh, water. Oh my god.
This area is gonna fall off pretty quickly.
Oh no!
That effect might seem familiar if you caught that episode as well. In case you missed it, check it out here on your screen.
Wow, that looks good.
It's good.
In the train. Oh, I don't know.
My pants got wet again.
Yeah.
See, that's kind of like deja vu, right? We just experienced that.
Yeah.
That's just what it looks like on television.
Love it.
But not to worry, folks, not to worry. If you're feeling a little shaken up by that last experience, we're going to calm things down for this next stretch of our tour. We're going to start off by taking you to a nice little vacation spot, a little town called Amity Island. May have heard of it before. I know you may have heard of it because of the shark problems. But we don't have a shark problem much anymore. I think as of today we don't have one because this morning we caught a shark. That's right, you're going to see the catch of the day as we pull into town here on the right side. We're hoping this is the shark, but just in case it isn't, We do have a police diver in the water doing one last check, just in case, because all these things do is swim, eat, and make little sharks. That's it. So let's see if we can... Oh, there he is. There's one of the divers. Oh, okay. He's got company. Swimming right for him, though. 1 second, please.
Oh, shark. With the driver.
Well, you got a lot of guts to be out there, ladies and gentlemen. And there we are. That's gross. We should be safe as long as everyone remains seated and we stay out of the water. You know, people go on the tram goes in the water, sharks in the water, so we're going to move someplace safer, like right here, behind these barrels of flammable gasoline. Much safer right here. I have a theory. Maybe we can test it, see if we change the reaction. Just need a little there we go. Oh my God. See, I think sharks don't like fire. Fire doesn't mix well with water. Sharks live in water. It kind of makes sense in a weird sort of way. Let's give it up for Bruce, the shark from the hit film Jaws. Did a great job today. Did actually such a great job when they filmed the movie. The first time they tried to use the mechanical sharks, it sank to the bottom of the ocean. I mentioned earlier they tested them inside of Stage 27. That was freshwater conditions. When they switched to on location filming off the coast of Martha's Vineyard, the saltwater did not agree with our mechanical sharks, gummed up the works, and ultimately pushed the production over 100 days past the schedule, causing the crew members to nickname the production Flaws. Now, when I was growing up, I always thought the shark's name was Jaws. Turns out it's Bruce. He's named after Steven Spielberg's attorney, Bruce Raymer, who took the joke very well. It was actually referenced in the movie Finding Nemo. The name of the great white shark in that movie is Bruce, in honor of our Bruce. A little homage right there. As we continue our journey together onward and now upward, we're going to pass by some suburban areas of our lot. On the left, you'll see a little slice of our Elm Street set. Not that Elm Street, just called Elm Street. That's where they filmed To Kill a Mockingbird with Gregory Peck and Robert Duvall. Boo Radley's house is the one on the end of the street, the yellow house and the green roof. Up a little further on the right side, you'll start to see our Chicken Ranch set, which was featured on About a Boy with David Walton and Minnie Driver. You'll see the main house gets all four sides. The neighbor's house is not so much. The only build with the camera is going to see. Why build it if you can't point a camera at it in film and television? It's a visual medium, you know? Just going to save yourself time, effort, and money. But as much as I wish it were mine, I have to call in regardless. Just give me 1 second, please. Security, we have eyes on that vehicle. It's outside Colonial Street. Last house as you head up the hill. She's kind of parked there. Please advise. I'm not sure if we should approach or just radio it in or...
Studio tour. Looks like we might have an issue. I'm patching you into Agent Novak from the FBI.
I'm sorry to interrupt your fun, but we've got video surveillance on that Charger you all saw. We ran it through the system, and the driver has been positively identified as Dominic Toretto. I've been tracking this guy for a while. He's a hardened criminal. He's likely armed, and he is definitely dangerous. My men and I are on our way to apprehend him right now. If you see him, don't be a hero. Don't engage him. Just keep a safe distance and report any further sightings to studio security immediately. We'll handle it from there.
All right, you got it. We'll keep our eyes peeled, but until then, the show must go on. Here are those particular sets, starting off with Whoville from Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. This is one set of Whoville. To build all of Whoville, it took 2 million linear feet of styrofoam, enough artificial snow to cover 9 football fields, and those Whomobiles actually drive around. They're modified golf carts with fiberglass designs on top. Now, I love the Who's. They're so happy all the time. I don't know how, though. They have to live next door to the Grinch, who's a bit of a buzzkill. And they have some neighbors around this corner here that kind of take the buzz right out of it. They live right around the corner from Norman Bates and his mother from the Alfred Hitchcock thriller, Psycho. Here it is, the Bates Motel and the Psycho House, and that's Norman Bates. It's a little weird. I wasn't expecting to see him today. I thought he was on a nice little mental vacation, if you catch my meaning there. But, We're not going to jump to any conclusions. You have to build your case based on evidence and facts, something that you can prove.
Oh, nice. Wow.
I am so sorry I have to bear witness to this, folks. It's just, I don't even have the words. It's just so awkward. Hi, Norman, buddy, pal. We didn't see anything. Oh, he's got a knife. Okay, we're gonna check out of the base motel right now. He's got. Norman, we can see you fine right there. You don't have to come any closer, really. It's okay. Norman, please put down the knife. Please don't do this. Norman, hey, no. Close. You guys thought that was crazy? Get your cameras ready for this next set. It's one of the most elaborate in film history. The crash site from Steven Spielberg's 2005 blockbuster, War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning. I want to say, you are not going to want to miss this one. Here we go.
What's that? Airport.
Plane crash.
Plane. Ayan, plane crash yun. Look at the movie. Look at that.
I know what some of you might be asking yourselves right now. The answer is yes. That is a real 747 that was bought and destroyed to make this incredible set for this terrifying scene.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
Again, to sit down to talk about the world, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. Listen, I want you to close your eyes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Now close.
Robbie, get in. Get in. Wouldn't have to tell me twice. I would have gotten it the first time. I would have just been a good son and listened to my dad in that really tense and scary situation. But in addition to this incredible set, they used over 500 visual effects shots in War of the Worlds. Coming up on an area here on the right called Falls Lake, known for visual effects thanks to that big blue backdrop. You'll see. Oh, he's back.
Look, this might be more serious than I thought. What just happened? This is a secure line. Who are you?
I'll tell you who I am, boy.
I think we're in good hands with this ops guy, though. He's looking out for us, so we're just going to duck inside, await further instruction, I suppose. And in the meantime, we can admire these really cool cars. I like the truck. It's got a nice paint job on the front. It's got some bite. It's got some edge. Got an assault vehicle up front here. High caliber turret on the back that could prove useful in case things go a little sideways on us. So yeah, we're just going to wait further instruction to find out what our next move is. Oh wait, here's somebody now. Hi, this is Owen with the studio tour. What's your name, sir?
My name is Roman Pierce.
Hello.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
Buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you with Sean for a while. So we brought you in our secret spot.
Alright, look guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
Very sound advice for us, guys. You might want to stow those phones away for the time being, or at least put them on airplane mode. They can usually...
Just back up a little bit. I got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Escort this novice out. Let's go, Cookie Puss! You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of something.
You see what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Man.
It was on vibrate. Sure traced us. Ops can't hold forever. Letty, Roma, we're out. that vehicle.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, roll your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
Well, sorry to say, guys, looks like they tracked us down after all, so we're going to improvise. We're going to move forward into this, looks like a parking garage. We can maybe try to hide out here. We got new friends to help us out, so that's good. We got that. But just to double down on our personal protection, I would recommend putting on those 3D glasses. Oh yeah, we're going to have to double up this protective eyewear this time around. So glasses on, fingers crossed, and hopefully we make it out of this jam.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime.
I got to move my horn!
Now we're moving.
Witness is mine, Letty!
How about you eat asphalt?
Don't think you're getting away!
Way to go, Letty.
Drone lining up the missile shot!
Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this.
Woman, don't shoot! Under subtraction! Everybody hold!
Hit the nitrous. Ride or die.
Ride or die.
I think we made it. Was that Fast and Furious or what? Give it up for Supercharged, everybody. Let's check in with our new friends real
That
fast.
was good. Philip, it was good. Philip, you like it? Hey, you like it, Philip?
Mona Lisa got messed up.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I know.
It's all good. We got it. All y'all was there. Appreciate it.
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is.
You guys did good out there. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.
That was Fast and Furious Supercharged, the all-new epic finale for our studio tours. Which can only mean one thing. That's it for us here at the studio tour. So on behalf of myself, our driver Ryan, let's give it up for Ryan, our driver, did a great job taking us all over today. And all of us here at NBC Universal, we'd like to thank you for taking the tour with us today. Hope you've enjoyed your behind-the-scenes Hollywood access. I'm going to be sticking around for a little bit. So if you have any questions, my name is Owen. And even if you don't have any questions, my name's still Owen. So say hi.
No, it was actually really
Now we're
weird,
open
but
nice
cool.
and late tonight, guys, until 10 p.m. So be sure to check out all of our ride shows and attractions.
That's a good tour. Very nice. Whew, cold though.
Canda's
Mine
colder.
is
Mine is the snow.
Just the gunshot and the jaws with fire.
The fire, not the
I
jaw.
like the water actually.
Yeah.
That was cool. But it came at me again, like, oh, it's always at me.
And that earthquake hit me so much.
The earthquake?
Yeah.
With the
Which
train?
earthquake?
No, where there was like a flood under
Oh,
the
yeah,
subway.
yeah, yeah.
And then
Yeah,
there
Phil
was
didn't like that.
I caught everything on video. So everything is on video.
Thank you, director. It was awesome.
time.